Hi, this is Johnny. I have good news. I got SegaCD working. This is bring your own game, and all the game work. I mostly they work, but we're gonna test out some of the game that was added that I run into some issue, and we're gonna see if it work fine here. Let's go ahead and start with the final fight. Remember, just want to demo it to show you that the slot 3, 4, and 5 do not work with the add-on. It only work with 1 and 2. So this one is level 3 that I have saved, and we're gonna go ahead and start the game. Gonna press player 1. And all the music, background, everything work with this game. This one originally have sound issue. I why not have to re-download a ROM to fix it. And all this is running in the C, compile with the CQ. You call it CUE. Okay. You could also compile. Oh, I wanted to load, so I'm gonna press B to load. Oh, interesting. It did not load, even though it showed a picture that it saved, but did not save. So you press A. It saved the. I thought I saved the level 3 here. B to load. Nope. Oh crap. I mean to. Let's try slot 2. B to low. Okay. So that's kind of weird. It's not. It has some glitches on this. I don't know if people are saying it's got to do with the firmware, so I don't know. So as you can hear it, there's a background. There's a background music in the back. So yeah, this game, all the SegaCD background music worked. I was able to test most of them, and it seemed to be great. Okay. So let's see if we could save the game now in slot number 1. And let's see if we can load it again. Press B to load. Yeah, so it did save. Okay, so let's quit. Now it won't save on slot number 3. I tried it a while ago, and it won't let me save the slot number 3. So I only have slot number 1 and number. Let's try again. Let's go ahead and press load save stage. Press how you do this? Press B or press A. Okay, press A. All right, so let's go a little bit further, and I'll show you what I mean. You cannot save on the slot 3. Okay, so if I press here and I press A and I press slot 3. Okay, if I go back to it, press A again, there's no slot 3. So do not save. Okay, so slot 3, 4, 5, I don't think it will save. Press A. It act like it's saved, but if you go back to, it's not showing up. There's no icon. So let's press B, see if it will load. See nothing. You press B, it just sit there. It doesn't load. There's nothing there. So now it's freeze up. That's not good. So that's the example that the CoinOpsX, it only save on the first 2, but it won't go further. Okay. So I have to reboot. Now I recommend use a USB without the plastic, because I have mine is a USB and it's not metal, it's plastic. And my worry is I have one that actually the plastic was left in there, and it chipped off. The back of it just break. So I mean, still usable, but it have holes on it. I guess because it get overheated to a certain point, it just the back crack. So I recommend get a brand name, either scan this different brand, you know, and make sure that it's made out of metal, so that way it won't, when it overheated, it won't just crack the plastic. Because I put it in, take it out, put it in, testing this back and forward, and I got all the game working, all the video working. Now this is the track mode. I got the CoinOpsX working also with the SegaCD. So total is 163, and let's go ahead and go test the track mode as well. Okay, this is to bring your own game, and we're gonna go to the CoinOpsX, and just to show you that all the video is working. And we're gonna go down, gonna press that one, press C, press A to launch it. Okay, and I'm excited about it because it actually worked, and the background, the music, everything is cool. The game actually worked well on the CoinOpsX. So this is gonna take a little bit long to load up, because I have more and more game on this system now, and it seems like it does take a while to load. Now you don't want to skip this. You do want to let it run and let it finish, okay? Because this is the Legend Ultimate. It's best to let it run because it's loading. By pressing a button, it will skip the music, but it's not going to load properly. So it's best to let it load, and it's going to turn white color, and let it do its own thing. Now if you have a favorite add-on that you want to put first, put that one first, and then put the second one, the third one. I'm not sure it's the alphabet order, but I do notice that my Turbo 16 is the first one. If I go to the left side, it's the first one. When I go left on my joystick, it's the first one will show up. Now this one, all the video is being fixed. The one I gave you, I did not fix the, I thought I fixed it. Let me go to press the C to go down to, it's not perfect, but it is a fix on Jackie Chan. So this one that I gave you for the download, it wasn't fixed, but mine is fixed. So you could go and put a new video in. I don't think you need to run the add-on X tool again. You just, you know, transfer the video over, and you should see the difference. So this is the new video that was put on for Turbo 16. All right, let's go back to SegaCD. Now SegaCD, all the video I have able to go back and fix it. I think Batman is the only one I tried to fix, and it's still not fixed. So I will have to do some editing, see if I put a different kind of a format. See, I forgot what I did on the other one to make it work. So I need to figure out what I need to do to make this the only one that do not have the correct video. Not correct, but the video does not work. So either the resolution is too big, or resolution is not big enough, or something, because it's not working with this Batman and Robin. Seems like it's having a problem loading too. So I need to look into, that one do have problem loading. Oh wow, okay, Batman Robin does have problem with it. So I need to figure out why. But the one I fixed was the, let's go down the list. I fixed the Mickey Mouse, the 3 game that wasn't working. and it will show you on the video which the one that I fixed. Now I did fix the that video did not fix, and some reason that game did not work either. Now I did fix the dragon layer because it was giving me a wrong thing. It was giving me a dragon magic. So this is dragon layer have been fixed, and then we're gonna go to the Mickey Mouse. I think Mickey Mouse, the other one that I fixed. So let's go to the Mickey Mouse. So they all have a background. Some of the background it actually came from the CoinOps for the PC that I just transferred. Like this one came from the CoinOps. So all the artwork and I'm not taking any credit, is from CoinOps. I take some of the PC version and convert it to the ALU, which is Atgames Legends Ultimate. You press P1. Mine is a newer version, is a version 1.1 of the ALU. So mine is P1. Yours probably is a, I don't know what it called for the second version. Okay, so the track mode does work. Now I have to try to figure out why the Batman and Robin does not work. But the video will show you how I fix it. So watch it at the end. It will show you how to fix it and how to fix the wheel, how to fix the video. You just have to download a new video. Apparently the one I use still have issue. So I will have to create a new video and save it and see if that will work or not. So let's go ahead and listen to the background music. The background music is there, so you can hear it in the background. So you don't want to let the music thing touch you, otherwise you lose your life. So yes, the background music is working. So let's get out of the game just to demo that real quick. And then the next one was the NSF. Now originally this one did not show up. Now if you look at the bottom, it now is show 163. Before it was only showing 162. So all the game is there, 163 in track mode. So that's really cool. And this game, I found out the problem it wasn't working is not because the way I name it. It was because I forgot to remove the queue. Inside the queue there's a file called inside the queue there's a bin file inside, and I forgot to remove the apostrophe S, the apostrophe. I have the S, but I didn't remove the apostrophe. So the game could not find it. That's the reason it wasn't working. So right here, once the game starts, it's gonna show. It's gonna probably show pretty soon. See how this one have apostrophe S? I forgot to remove the apostrophe S, and that's why the game wasn't loading. So, but I did all the work changing it. Now, if you want to change the name inside the game playlist, okay, .text, SegaCD .text, then you need to change the video, the wheel, the video folder and the local and Markia. You need to change all those, and then cover. You need to change all four of them if you're going to change the playlist name to the short name. Okay, so you have to do all that to make it work. So just FYI on that. So there is another game that we compile it, but I'm not sure it's going to work. It is San Diego animal game. I really don't know this is really a game. It's more like a video. I don't think it's a game because a lot of people don't have this one.
What rubbish! I dare say, Holmes, I believe. What rubbish!
Yeah, now I'm having problem finding it. I don't know, did I call it the San Francisco?
What rubbish!
It's here somewhere, but I just don't remember what the icon looked like.
I went to the garage.
So you could say roughly 132 with one video not working. I thought that Batman worked, but why doesn't it work? Nope. Alright, let's get out of this and go to bring your own game. And let's check that out. Let's go check the Batman game. See if it's having the same problem. So I have the SegaCD here. Press enter. And there is Avenger, Batman, and Robin. Some reason did not load in the track mode. Would it load? See, load here. So that's kind of weird. It load here, but doesn't load on the other section. So I might have to do this one again to see what's going on with this one. Sometimes human error, I could have easily named it incorrectly or something in the game. But yeah, if you want to learn how to create a CD game to work, like PC Engine have CD game, Turbo 16 have CD game, and then and also the Neo Geo have 100 CD game, and then 32X, you want to use this same idea at the end of the video. So just let you know that if you wanted to make this work, this one is all driving game. It's not, it's all just driving and shooting. So you dodge. They're blocking me. Yeah, this one is just all driving though throughout the whole game. So if you like driving, I guess you could play with this one. But the spinner and the track mode does not work here. You have to use the joystick. Alright, that's pretty much it. I will stay tuned after this demo. Just look at the video. It tells you what kind of format you need, what kind of photo you need, and it also give you a demo how to compress it individually to fix some of the problem if you have problem with it. And this one is just mainly this one do not have, this one just a box art, but does not give you the. Now if you go to CoinOpsX, the track mode, it will show you the video. So every one of them I went through, only one of them, which is Robin and Batman, do not have. So I need to go check to see why this one do not work. And also you have to have a Telegram if you want to get the link. First you have to click on the invite link, and then you could click on the link to get this information in this image. All right, so this image is ready for y'all, and just a demo, a quick demo again to show you that it does work. Now, not every game play good in SegaCD. When I say doesn't play good, doesn't mean the game. I mean the game itself is not very good. Okay. It's not because the emulator, the game itself. I think people say Mortal Kombat it wasn't as good as. Oh, use the stomach to hit them. Duh. I haven't played this game for a long time. I forgot. Get up there. Alright, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for after this video. It show you how I get the SegaCD. I only use two files, the bin and the q. You might say, well, how come you only have one file? Because I compress all of them into one file. You don't need to have a multiple. Now, in order for the bring your own game to work, you have to create a folder of the ROM. So for example, if it says Street Fighter, you have to say, Final Fight CD. You have, if that's the name, you have to keep the folder the same name as the bin. So the bin is the main program. You could also compile it with bin, but the problem is it will run here and it will run on track mode. But the problem is the file is so big and it only have games, no music background. It only has sound of the game, but doesn't have music background. So if you want a music background, you have to run the CUE. And that one requires you to put everything in a folder. So all the CUE and all the bin file have to be in a content folder called console and Sega space dash space Sega space uppercase CD. It had to be saved in that format in order for it to work. Okay, so just FYI, so in order for those to work, you have to do it like that. And it's nice to have all the game working on this system. So this is how you do the CD. The reason I did the SegaCD is just to let you know that it could be done. You could do a whole pack and make it work, and you could run the whole pack all together. You could run it all on C drive. After you finish the CUE, copy it over. But the way the format make this working plus the track mode, you have to create those folders. And stay tuned for that video in the computer and just follow that video. It's not very detailed, but at least it give you the information how to do it. And those of you who know the basic and already have the CoinOps installed, then that tutorial will be good. It's not for the beginner. If you're the beginner, you need to look at the very first video, how to create CoinOps USB. You have to know how to get a CoinOps on this first before you. And I don't recommend this plastic. See, it's already worn out. The other one I have, it actually break, and the plastic broke. So just FYI. And this is the one I have so far. I always get hot when I use it and when I transfer data. So get something is more durable. I feel like this piece is about to fall apart, the plastic. I have one that's actually fall apart. I don't have it well, I have it somewhere, but I don't have it with me right now when I'm recording this. But yeah, this piece actually broke. But it still works, but it just broke. Okay? All right, thank you for watching. Later. Hi, this video is to share information for educational purpose, is how to get SegaCD to work, and how did I make SegaCD to work for bring your own game, and the track mode from CoinOpsX. Okay, so far so good. All the game 162 game is working. This game list is from, ooh, I didn't know, I accidentally did that. This game list, it actually came from the ROM list. that let me go ahead and save that before I forget. This one is come from the bio. Okay, so first let's do first thing as at first. First we're going to fix the video of this one and the dragon wheel. Okay, and I'll go ahead and look for this dragon layer. Now for some reason the title screen, it was called Dragon Magic. So but the one I want is the dragon. So we're gonna go to my Google Drive. Okay, in Google search, from a search command, I'm searching for the mark here. And we actually have a mark here. That's pretty cool. So we can actually use the mark here as for the dragon layer. And we're going to save that to, I don't know why this one have a line. Okay, so we're going to keep it the same name. And we're going to put it into, let's go ahead and put it into my H drive. And we're going to go to Atgames by Johnny and SegaCD. And we're going to go ahead and go to CoinOpsX. Now CoinOpsX is where you have the wheel and the marquee. So I'm going to save this one as a marquee because it is a marquee. So .png. Do I want to replace it? Yes. Okay. And then they say something about, yes, I want to keep it. Now, if you download something and it asks you that, maybe it's best to get a different one because that one might have some issue with it. So here's another one, Dragon Layer. That's one look pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and save this one. Save as. Oh, there's something in the middle. We could save this as the same name. .png. Say yes. And this one save okay. So if something won't let you save, that might not be a good one to get. It might have some issue. Now, what I need is a Dragon Layer title. I don't really want a mark here. So let's see if we can find one. Here's Dragon Layer. Okay, I kind of like this one. It's 3D looking. So I'm going to go ahead and save this one. And I'll show you which one that I have. That's the reason why I'm changing it. So if you go to, now this one is used by track mode. So CoinOps using track mode. So you need this for it to work. So go to the local and we're going to look for Dragon. Okay. And it's called Dragon Layer. So we're going to look for Dragon Layer and see this one, it actually show DRAG. This is what Dragon Layer look like. But some reason it's using not using this one. It's using a Dragon Magic. All right, let's see if I could change that. Control V. .png. Now here's the thing. The one that we have is for SegaCD, and there's two of them. There must be more than one because we have Dragon Layer for arcade. We have Dragon Layer for different consoles. So Dragon Layer definitely is going to be in this one. So we cannot call that either because if we call a different name, it will not work. So I guess we're just going to leave it as Dragon Layer. So replace the one we have. Okay, so that is taken care of. The next one is the video. Video is a little bit harder because you have to go to the YouTube, and I'm looking for the Batman. Okay, for some reason that video wasn't working. It was giving me crazy stuff. So I'm gonna search for Batman, and I'm gonna type in for SegaCD. Okay, and I want to look for the one that is maybe 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes would be great. This one is two and a half minutes. It's not too bad, and it is SegaCD. So let's see what this one looks like. So that one is just music. So I want one that have some kind of gameplay, you know, but I don't want it too long. I just want a short clip. Okay, in the Adventure of Batman we're playing today, and this one only have 3 minutes. So let's try that one. Okay, I have a video that I download from arcadepunk.com, and this one should work. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it out, and I'm gonna put it into my H drive. Atgames by Johnny SegaCD. So I'm gonna put it in here with the video, and I'm gonna paste this one. Okay, and here's the one that I use. This is the missing one. So Avenger, Batman, Robin. So that should be the one that I'm missing. So I don't need this one anymore. And I definitely don't need any of this except this one. I forgot to delete I use a program trying to figure out which one I'm missing and stuff like that. So this one is 163. This is the correct version, and it need to be pasted over here. And you might say, Johnny, I'm a little bit lost. What are you doing? Okay. For track mode, for CoinOpsX, for Legends of Ultimate, you need to have cover, logo, marquee, playlist, and this playlist is that text file that we just opened. Okay, so I have a Sega space cd.txt, and in here I have SegaCD. So what I need to do is I need to see, I already changed it over there, but I didn't change it over here. So this is the wrong name. I kept it without the space. Now I really don't like this. I like it, but when I look at it, I don't like it because it says Sega Mega CD. I want Sega CD, not Mega CD. So I'm gonna look for different pictures than the one I have right there. So I'm gonna go back and search for Sega CD logo. Okay. And this one is not bad, but I want something a little bit thicker instead of just straight line. This one actually look pretty good. I think this is the one that I use, but I want to say Sega CD. I don't want it just say, you know. So I'm looking for a better one, but I don't think I see a better one. This one is not bad, but it's just too small. In my opinion, it's a little bit too small. And I don't see another one. Okay. This one is pretty cool, but it is not Sega CD. Alright, where's the one I just saw? This one. Let's see how big this one. And plus it's white background. I need a transparent.
This one says SegaCD system for Genesis. It's kind of plain, but it does do the trick. This is official SegaCD, but it's kind of black. Let's see, which one should I use? Decision. This one's not bad. Alright, let's use this one. Let's save as, and we're going to change that to the playlist. Now the playlist is very important that you keep the same name. This name need to be the same as that name need to be the same as the playlist. And the playlist, and then the folder have to be the same name as well. So if you put uppercase S, uppercase CD, those all need to be all matching. Okay, so all have to be same name. Now we don't have any box art problem. All the bezel is there. Okay, you need one is generic. You got 164, including the folder is 164, and then box art you need all the box art 160. Now the box art size is 232 by 305. That's what I use on mine. Okay, I change all mine in the same size. For the bezel, it need to be 1280 by 720. See this pop-up screen that when I click on it, 1280 by 720. They all have to be the same size. Or if you don't, when you're trying to compile, creating the CUE, it will crash, and you will not know why. Okay, so those two had to be same size for everything inside and outside. This is for CoinOps. If you're not doing for CoinOps, only for bring your own, then you don't need this COX. Okay, and you need to keep this folder name all the same, plus this name. It had to be uppercase. Package had to be uppercase. Emulator. Okay, had to be uppercase R WAMs, and those are the very important. This one is for only for CoinOps, and this is when we are ready to we copy everything from here into here, and then we copy it into SD card. Okay, so this is to show you how this is the program actually generate this, but it doesn't generate more than 200. So SegaCD only have 163, so you can use this, and also Sega 32X, you could use this. Okay, but one thing I don't like it created the word SegaCD behind it, and SegaCD don't like it, so you need to take that off. Okay, so let's go to the ROM. This is the physical ROM that need to be in, and the one you're going to compile had to be CUE. If it's not CUE, it's not going to work. Okay, those are just extra. I'm trying to figure out why this doesn't work. Now I found this inside the SegaCD, but those are 32X, so I'm not going to put it inside with this one. This is about like 11 game that was in SegaCD, but it's not part of SegaCD because I only have 163 for SegaCD. Now, to run this, first of all, some of them have issue with the name. Okay, I have 163, but only show up 162. Now, Mickey Mouse did not play. NFLS greatest. This game did not work, so I'm going to rename it shorter because I did test it with the name shorter name. Now it also, so all this thing that you rename, do not change it here. Leave the game list alone. It have to match with the bin file. Okay, it have to match exactly the same name as that. See that? 3 Ninja Kick. So those names need to match with the game list. Okay, otherwise it won't show up in your CoinOps and it will not work. Okay, this is only if you want to use a CoinOps. So there's like two things we are doing together at the same time. All right, so I'm going to get 3 game, going to rename it, and once we rename it, we have to rename it inside the folder. Okay, now this folder structure is very important in order for the game to work, both for bring your own and for the CoinOps. Now the CoinOps is not as picky as the, so let's go to my CoinOpsX X5J drive. Now you guys need to already have CoinOps in order to do this add-on. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You have to have 2 partitions on the USB flash drive. Okay, just want to emphasize that. You have to have one partition is FAT32 with 16 gig, and the other one you could put as many as you want, depending how big your USB drive is. That one could be eFAT. Okay, so 2 different formats. And so this is the eFAT format that you could see, and the other one, once you format it in the, let's call it ALU, Atgames Legends Ultimate, those have to be formatted. It will be formatted from the machine. Once it's formatted, you cannot see it. You only can see the eFAT format, which is the second partition. So when you bring your SegaCD over, you're going to bring all the CUE. Okay, now this CUE is not going to work because the name system, this one seemed to be okay, but the Mickey Mouse having some issue. So I'm going to redo it. I'm going to run it singly, and I'm going to change the name. So the one I'm going to redo, I have to delete those because I don't want to duplicate. So for example, Mickey Mouse. Okay, I'm going to go look for MIC. MICKU. Okay, so if you was to look at it, anything past this is considered too long. All right, so we are going to delete the Mickey Mouse right now. Boom, we're going to delete it. Everything else worked perfectly. All the video work. So I just need to fix the video and the wheel, and we just fixed this video here. This is a video issue. So this one is I already copied the new one in, and I already put the dragon in. So those 2 should be already fixed. Now I had to transfer it from the H to J drive. So don't forget to remind me to do that. Matter of fact, maybe I should do it now so I won't forget. So I'm going to go to H drive, and I'm going to go to COX. And a couple of things I move it over, which is the dragon, that one. Okay, now I guess I could view it a little bit larger so you guys could see what I'm doing, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to COX. Okay, in here there is the logo, and I'm going to view this as large, and I'm going to search for dragon layer. Okay, so Dragon Ball, where's Dragon layer? Layer will be a little bit lower. Okay, so this is Dragon Master. I don't know why it's pulling Dragon Master. It's supposed to be Dragon layer. Why do I have a Dragon Master here? That is weird. Do I have Dragon Master in my notebook? Control F. So why do I even have this one? Oh, this is from a different game. Because remember we put everything here, so we're looking for dragon layer. Let's just type it D-R-A-G D-R-A-G D-R-A-G-O-N-L. You know what? It's too big and I can't find it. So let's make it smaller. Alright, I'm gonna look for my dragon layer here. DRAG. Alright, here's my dragon layer. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy that and paste it. Now the wheel and the marquee and all that stuff do not have to be the same size. Okay. So here's my dragon layer. Alright, so I got that copy over, but I also have a new marquee, which is also dragon layer. So we're gonna pick dragon. Here we go, dragon layer. Copy that, and I'm going to put it in the marquee, and it's going to ask me, do I want to replace it? Yes. Okay, so those two are new. And then I have a new playlist, which is new SegaCD. Instead of look like this one, which look like this, let me show you, which look like that, Mega CD. I don't like that. So I'm going to copy this new one and paste it here. Okay, normally I would just take this whole thing and copy over. Okay, but that's the only thing I'm changing. And then this one, I'm not changing anything, so we don't need to move that over. And then the video, we have the Batman that we just copy over. So we're going to copy Batman over to the video. So we're going to go video, we're going to paste Batman over. Because that one was giving me some kind of glitch. Okay. And this one with the end symbol, we need to remove that because that just got copied over by accident. Okay, that's fine. The end symbol is fine as long as it's not apostrophe. Anything have apostrophe need to be removed, otherwise it won't work. Okay. All right, so those are pretty much it. All this supposed to be copied over to all the new one for SegaCD need to be copied over to here. So this is for SegaCD. So when I make a backup copy, you're gonna copy all this folder plus this folder, this two folder directly to your J drive, the root of the J drive. So you can just copy that and paste it. Okay. But right now I need to do some changes, so we cannot do that right now. And so there's two more files that we need to delete because I don't want it to have duplicate. So let's go check those out. So we have Mickey Mouse already deleted. We're going to delete the NFL with the S. We're going to delete that. That's the one for some reason did not show up. I do not know why it did not show up. So I'm going to delete that. And then we're going to delete San Francisco. So SAN, because that program did not run either. I guess it's too many dot and explanation or something created this one, do not want it to work either. So I'm going to delete that. So there's three of them I need to recompile the CUE. So we're going to do that and then we're going to transfer it over. Okay. So we could go ahead and go to the H drive right here. This is the H drive, which I'm going to create, and we can minimize that. So before we could go ahead and do those three, I want to go ahead and delete this one because this one did not work. And then I'm going to make a copy of all the one I'm going to make a copy of all that. So I'm going to do cut, put it in here, and paste. Now, you might ask why you didn't use the BIN. I did. All the BIN work except four games do not work. The Mickey Mouse, Street Fighter, ECC, Echo, Dolphin, and the other one, the other dolphin is also ECCO. And then the Legends, I already did remove it. There's 2 more other games. So 5 games did not work using BIN. And the one that does work do not have music background. So this is why you have to use a CUE. Okay? Not the C, yeah, the Q. Oh, yeah, CUE. Because this is running the BIN. Okay? So if you compare the file size, this one is 279. And if you compare to this one, this file is only 5. It's like even 1/4 of the size. So you're going to use this one to run it. Okay? Now, let's run those files and then we could talk about subfolder. I'm gonna show you how to run it singly and fix the problem. So first one we're gonna do is the Mickey Mouse with a shorter name. Now you say, well, the game list, you didn't change it. Is it gonna work? Yes, it's gonna work. And I'll show you why. Control V. We're gonna make this name short because it worked with a shorter name. For some reason it did not work. I think it's because the way the name is too long. And we're gonna look for the box art. So the box art is gonna start with MICKEY, Mickey Mouse. Okay, and then Basil, same thing. We already have a Basil Mickey Mouse. MIC, there's Mickey Mouse. Okay, and then we're going to find the enclosure, the court. Now the court is the one is called emulator. It's gonna PIC underscore. Now you can run this as a multi package. That's how I created all of them at one time. I run all of them and I already created the Excel file for it. Okay, and this is a game ROM. So the game ROM we're gonna go to batch. We're gonna look for the ROM. So like I say, if you're gonna run the batch file, you need to have this name, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The name all have to be exactly the same right there. Cannot change the name. So we're looking for Mickey Mouse. And we're not using the BIN, we're using the C. So we're going to select all file and then we're going to look for MIC. Okay. Now, in order for this to work, I need to create a Mickey Mouse, this one. And I need to create a second one. So I'm going to do copy. And then I'm going to paste a second one. And I need to move that file to the new location. So I'm going to take that, copy, and rename this to a shorter name. I don't need to edit this file because this file is pointing to this file. Okay, you don't need to change anything. Inside it says USA.bin. You don't need to change anything. So I'm going to use this short name, and this short name need to match with the name on the top title. So I'm going to click open. Okay. So this name and this name match. All right. So there's one more thing we need to do to make this game work. So we're going to build it. It's going to ask you where you want to put it. Normally you put it into a folder called package. Okay. So we are going to take the word add-on out. We don't need that. Okay. It doesn't hurt to leave it on, but I don't want it. So I'm going to delete that. So I'm going to say save. Okay. So it's ready to party. Okay. So next one we're going to do is this one. We cannot continue with the same thing. We have to close it. Otherwise, it will not work. It will compile, but the game will not play. All right, so you have to close that one out. So this is the one for some reason did not show up. So I'm going to redo it. And I'm going to choose the box art. We're going to go to build and box art first. It's called NHL. Yeah, type it real fast, otherwise it won't work. So this is the one I need. So I'll keep the name the same. I don't need to change it because I'm doing one at a time. I don't need to change it. If you're going to change the name and you're going to run it as a batch file, then you need to yeah, then you need to change all the name. So right now I'm looking for Basil. So this would be NHL with apostrophe S. And I remove the apostrophe S. As you can see, it doesn't like apostrophe S, okay? So I did rename everything from Basil, box art, wheel, logo, marquee, video, everything, you know. Here is only for Basil and box art that you need to rename, plus the ROM. So now we are looking for the code. The code is going to be the same code, which is emulator folder and Peter code drive. Okay, the ROM is going to be that ROM, but I'm going to rename it. So we're going to go to ROM setting, and I'm going to select all, and I'm looking for the NHLS, which is this one, and I'm going to copy this one, make a second copy, because you do not want to delete that one. You want to keep all three of them together in a folder. All right, I'm going to copy that, paste, and this is the one I'm going to use to compile it. Okay, the smaller version of it. I'm going to open that. We're going to build where you want to put it. I want to put it in the packout. Now, if you run in a batch, like you run everything all 160 something together, it will automatically put it in the package folder. Okay, just FYI. And I'm going to delete this one again. All right, so building done. Do okay. All right, last one is the San Francisco. So we're going to close that out. We're going to open this again. So those are the three. When I try to run the game, it just won't stop. So I'm going to go ahead, copy that. Now, you might say, well, why didn't you do it with all the game? Rename it. You don't have to, only the one that doesn't work. You have to redo it. So those are the ones I know that do not work. And I'm going to go to the Basil, the box art, I mean. And this one is called the SAN first. I put the in the front because I rename it. So this is the one, the wildcat with the animal with a whole bunch of animal. When I say is because the stupid name have so many dot. I think that's the reason having issue. Okay, Basil. We're gonna go to Basil. We're gonna type in SAN, same thing, and that's the one we're gonna be using. Pretty neat, Basil. Then the emulator codes will be Pico Drive, and then the ROM we're gonna do the same thing. Looking for San Francisco. San Diego. Sorry. We're gonna go to the ROM. We're gonna look for all file, and we type in SAN. In this file CUE, we're gonna make another copy of CUE. CUE is like the index. It's telling the game where the music's supposed to start, when it's supposed to cut off, when it's supposed to start. So that's why the CUE is very important to have, because most of all the CD game majority all have music. So you cannot you could compile with BIN, you could play the game, but there won't be no background music. That's the problem. Okay. So I'm gonna use this one that I just renamed. Okay. I'm gonna open that and I'm gonna build it. And it's gonna ask you where you want to put it. I want to put it in the pack out. And I'm going to remove the add-on. Okay, and I'm going to save. And it's compiled very fast because the file is not big. It's not really a program. It's just an index that you are compiling, telling where to get the program. Now, how to get it working? Okay, so we're going to open up two folders. One, we already finished the CoinOps. We already moved the stuff we need for the COX. Okay, now we are going to open up dash drive and the CD drive, which is the J drive. Okay, so first thing first, we need to copy the one we just built, which is those 3 files. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to copy that. Okay, now you don't need to compile it inside your J drive. I know John Witt did that. You don't need to. Okay, you could compile by itself. You could run the whole batch file by itself in the C drive and copy it over. So you're going to go to SegaCD. Okay, this is the one that those 3 that I already removed. So I won't have a duplicate of the same thing. So I'm going to paste those. Now those going to be totally complete different name. Now to make those games work, you have to physically bring over the bin and the CUE into the program called content. Now one thing I did wrong is when you have to create a folder called console. If otherwise, then you put the SegaCD. So for the NEC, you need to put Sega space dash space Sega uppercase space and then uppercase CD. Okay, so you need to name it like that. Okay, you have to have a space here. Same thing with NES. Okay, NES uppercase NEC space and then dash and then space, then P uppercase, C uppercase, space, and then engine uppercase E, then N, G, I, N, E, space, CD. Okay, so you need to name that the same, that the same, this the same. So when you're going to do Turbo 16, or PC engine, you need to put it here, and that have to be named separate. Otherwise, won't able to find it. Now I don't know how they do Turbo 16 and PC Engine CD separate. You might have to put both of them in the same spot because I don't know how they name. I might have to look at the retro arcade, see how this is named on the thumb drive, because this is going by the same format as the retro art format. That's the reason it's named that way, because that's how it was named in retro art. And so when they bring it over, they pretty much keep the same format. So this had to be Sega space dash space then Sega space CD. Okay. Once you're in here, you don't really have to create a folder. You could put all this outside. Okay. CoinOps do not require you put it in a folder. It will work, but bring your own game do not work unless you create a folder, have the same exact name as your bin. Bin is your main the brain of the game. Okay, this is just information that point to this. So if you was to open it, this is what it looked like. Let me just open one of them, let you see. It just say play the track music starting from here, start from 0 and play track index, and then this is another music that you need to play. Total music is 23 minutes. Okay, and it will repeat. So and then this is the physical file of the file you see outside here. Is the same exact name. So you cannot change that. If you change it, you need to change it here. If you take the USA out, you need to take the USA out here. So I just pretty much don't, just leave it. It will work. All right. Now the one that you need to do, that you need to change, is those game. Okay. So what I'm going to do is you don't need to change the inside. You don't need to change the title of the playlist, which I just have it open just a while ago. This one. You don't change this one. You don't change the inside folder, but you do change the outside. So when you change the outside, we're going to look for Mickey Mouse MIC right here. We're going to take this name. See, I don't 100% remember, but I think this is what I did. This is why I'm doing a video in case I forget in the future when somebody asks me. We're going to put this in here like this. Okay? All right. So in here, we're going to go ahead and open this one. All right. Now, since I opened that one, I need to open another folder. I need to open up SegaCD again because I need to make a name exactly the same. MIC. Oh, actually, I can use the name up here. Let me go ahead and do copy and paste. All right. You need to have all three of this in here if you want it to work. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this name. Yeah. So I don't have to use the other one to change the name. Just change it right here. That's just I just accidentally drag a shortcut in here. I don't need that. Okay. So we have this name which will match this name. So when you come in, this one is for the bring your own, and this one is for track mode. Yeah, because one of them does work, one of them do not work. So you have to have both. It will actually no, it will both of them will come in and point to this, but it will open this one. Okay, and the CoinOps will come and look for this one, but it will say, what do we need to do? It will look for this one to know this one. So in reality, you don't need this one, but it work. And this file is very small, 2K, so I left it here. I don't think you need this one, but let's just leave it there, okay? Anyway, in the future, if you want to use it, you don't have to. This is just for most of the game require this two to be exactly the same, but for the coin ops, we're going to rename it different. So if you rename it, you need to rename it outside here too, which we just did. Okay. So now we're going to rename the next one. I don't need this one anymore. Okay. The next one we're going to redo is this one. Okay. So we're going to look for NHL with apostrophe S. So this is the one we're going to rename. We're going to click paste. And we're going to go inside here. We're going to copy this one, copy and paste. And then we are going to, I wonder if I could rename it here. No, I can't. I have to go up here and copy the name from here. Copy and paste. Now the name is a lot shorter than the original. Okay, so that one's done. So the physical name is being changed. So in order for the coin ops using two file, anything that use two file, any CD game, SegaCD, Sega 32X, and also PC Engine CD and Neo Geo CD, you need to do it the same way we are doing it right here. Okay, so so the last one is going to be San Diego. Okay, this one. So we're going to copy this name and we're going to put it in here. Going to paste, change the name, and we're going to double click it. And we're going to take this one, copy and paste, and we're going to take the name on top so we don't have to open up another screen. We're just going to copy this name to this name. All right, that's it. Okay, so we got the wheel, we got the video we placed. We just download a different wheel. We don't have to change the format on those. Mickey Mouse, we have changed the name, we compile it, so we have now, and then we also change those folder. So let's view by date. It might be on top so we can see it better. No, it did not change. Let's go to, okay. Still didn't show it on the date. Doesn't matter. Doesn't show it. Okay. So we have actually renamed 3 file, and then after that, so in order for the bring your own to work, you have to name a folder. Can it have USA? Yes. Can it have a dash? Yes. It work with dash. Will it work uppercase, lowercase? Yes. Will it work with a comma? Yes. Only thing it does not work with is apostrophe. Okay. Take out the apostrophe, like apostrophe S or apostrophe 94. You know, anything that have apostrophe on it, you need to remove it. Otherwise, you will have problem. It will not see it. Okay, it will not work. And then inside the game, you only need two file, and that's why you have to put everything inside the folder. So it's a lot of work, but I create a lot of batch files to make this go through quick. So that's pretty cool. So SegaCD is done. I haven't done those 2 yet. I just kept the name there just in case I need it in the future when I decide to do it. So I have to put all this together in order to zip it up. But the file is not going to be too big, but you do have to create this folder. So when you copy, this time you will also copy another folder called content. Inside the content, we'll have the bio and the console that you need in order to make this work. Okay, so for SegaCD, you're going to be getting this one, and this one. Okay, so when you unzip it, you're going to get 1, 2, 3. Copy this directly to this drive. Once you finish copying it, you're going to run a program called Add-on X tool. This you will find this program in the Atgames website. Okay, so you're going to click choose, and my USB is in J drive, so I'm going to pick J. Click OK, and let me make sure if I don't miss anything. Okay, SegaCD is there. View by date. This thing doesn't view date very well, does it? Huh. Okay, so I don't see. I believe I move it over here. Yeah, this is a short name. Mickey Mouse a short name. San Francisco short name. So yeah, this one, 1, 2, 3. Those are 3 new ones I just created. Okay. Now I need to build. This one will take roughly around 28 minutes or so for SegaCD. So 163 games. So you're gonna let it run, and then that's pretty much it. And then the video you saw that's what it is, is working. So that's how you fix this, and that's how you do it. Now you might say, well, how do you run the batch? Anytime you change anything, you have to run this. Any kind of recompile CUE or any picture you put into or you change into anything, you don't have to delete the add-on. If you want to do everything over, you could go ahead and delete that, but that will take a long time, maybe more than maybe close to 2 hours because of all the stuff I have. But you don't have to. If you don't recompile everything, it only take about 28 minutes for the SegaCD to build inside. Okay, so anything you change to the J drive, no matter big or small, you have to run this. Okay, and there's no way around it. You have to run that. And you could run the other one in the back, this one. You could run this one. This is the version 2.24. This one, you could run it as a batch file. Okay, and let me see if I have one open. I'll show you what it looks like. Now this is all the rename that I have. I tell it that go ahead and rename everything and create a folder for me, and then copy this over using the X copy. So he's taking this name, create a folder for itself, and then copy everything which is bin plus the q into the. He's asking are those a file. You say it's a file, which is then inside the file dot text you put F, uppercase F, saying it's a file. So that way it won't keep on prompt you 163 times. Is it a file or no? Is it a file or no? So if you put this, it will automatic, won't ask you. It will just put an F, say it's a file, and continue. So this copy helped me create all the folder, the subfolder for me, and then copy the file into it without me making a directory, copy the file over, making a directory, copy the file over. So it saved me a lot of time. So this is what this batch file for, and this is the CoinOps. This one I actually use it for RK, and I haven't changed it. What I did is anything you put over here, it will create .nes. So if it's not NES, you need to change that to something else. Okay, and once you change it, you could double click it, and it will populate all the changes. So this is for the NES that I use, but it will automatically create this for you. It will automatically create this. So this is almost the same as the one that you use to create the 200 game, but this one allow you to create as many you want. You know, like I think the arcade, you could just drop, like NES, you could drop 800 of this. See, this is like NES 797 files. See, I could throw all this in, it will create all this for me, and you could run this one by just copying and paste it into, you know, you could save it or put it into a new file. But let me show you what my CUE file look like. This is using the program, the Excel program they gave you for CoinOps. And when you bring it over, it automatically put the word SegaCD right behind it. And so I remove that. I don't recommend using it. It's gonna create a problem. Don't use it. So I removed that and I kept everything the same. But and then I run the program. So all my file is called .cue. So when you run it as a batch, it's going to look for this program. See, that's the reason the package need to stay the same. Emulator need to stay the same. But this one do not have an S. But the one you have need to have an S. I don't know. I didn't create this program. They did. I just figured it out and sharing information with you. Because I didn't join the team with the CoinOps. So a lot of this information I pretty much figured it out, and also by watching other people's video, like John Wicks. He did a video on the SegaCD, and then from Pattern Play. So I give them both the credit to help me, encourage me to try my own and figure this out. And I like to figure out things because it's challenging. It make me like, how come this do not work? Some game work, some game do not work. I was having that problem. Some of the game will work in Bring Your Own, and some of the game will not work on Bring Your Own, but will work inside the CoinOps. And I'm like, huh? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, but now it started to all come together. So this video should help you to explain to you, make it easier. If you're going to bring anything that's CD that's more than one file, it's two file, you will have to go into content, and you have to create a folder called console. I forgot to create the console. All this file was inside here and wasn't working. I'm like, why? But CoinOps work, but Bring Your Own did not work. Bring Your Own will work if I use the BIN, not the Q, not the CUE. But I'm using CUE. So what I'm referring to is this bin. If you compile the game using bin, it will work with Bring Your Own, but there's no music background. It only have game sound but no music. So I need CUE, but CUE will not work with your Bring Your Own until you name a folder called inside the CoinOps. You have to create a folder called console with an S, and then you have to create SegaCD, and then you have to create the ROM name. Then you put those two in here, then it will work. Okay, now if you rename it like I did with the other game, if you rename it, then you have to have 3 files, and then you also have to change the name outside. I believe you have to change the name outside. Later, when we test it, which you already tested already, but if it turns out if it's not, then you need to change it back to the same name. I believe you have to change the name. So for example, Mickey Mouse, we change the Mickey Mouse to a short name, and that should work. But if it doesn't work, then yeah, you need to rename it back to this one then. Because I did so many I don't remember, but I believe that you do have to change the name to match the short name, the outside the folder. But inside for sure you don't change it, and playlist you don't change it. You leave the playlist alone. Okay, you leave it the same name as this one. Okay, the playlist cannot have .bin or CUE, just the name, no extension. Okay, no extension. Let me open up and show you again. Where is it? Right here, playlist. Okay, just the name, no extension. Okay. All right, that's pretty much it on this video. Hope this is helpful. I know I didn't touch every single basic step, like how to get the ROM, how to get the package. You know, those you just, if you don't know how to get those things, then you shouldn't do this. Because if you don't know how to get the bezel, it looked like you could use any background. You don't have to be a transparency in the middle. Mine is a transparency. So for example, I got mine from Raspberry Pi. So if you was to open this up, you're not going to see a white. Well, with this one, you will see the white and white. But if you was to open up, what's the best way to open this up? There's no really a best way to open this up, because it's a transparency. So if you open it, the back is going to be, let's view it larger, see what happens. See, like this color and this would be transparency. It's not solid white. Okay, this one is transparency. This color and this color are both the same. See, like if I click here, this color and the outside color is the same, but see the white is white. So this is not white color. This is transparency. But before you click on it, it looks white. But when you point to it, it's not white. This is a transparency. So, but it seemed like the CoinOpsX do not use transparency. You could use a solid picture and it will work. But I prefer to use the transparency one, because that's most of the game use transparency. Transparency is the hard one to get. Now, if you want to get marquee, if you can't find any marquee, like I found the dragon layer, but if you cannot, just take this, copy all this, and paste it here, because they're the same. The CoinOps will make it look different because they put a solid background, like gray color, because those are all transparency. See, it's not solid white in the background, it's transparency. So like this one, it looked like complete white, but it's actually transparency, and it showed the word Batman in white. See, this one have a white back. This one is not a good way to view this. So let me show you in a bigger, then you will see what I mean with it. See, look white. When you point to it, it say Batman. See that? Because this is This background is transparency, it's not white. The word Batman is white. Okay, that makes sense. See that? It look white, when I point to it, it say Batman return. See, Batman return. Because the character is white, but this background is transparency. Okay, see, this is transparency. If I click it and it doesn't change to a different color, it stay solid white, then that's not transparency background. So you could just use that and put it into the marquee. And then the playlist, you just, whatever game you're creating, I'm creating SegaCD, then I find a picture of SegaCD as a title. So I know that the game set is SegaCD. And then the playlist, you have to keep this name the same as the folder. That's pretty much it. And then the video is just a snapshot, a few minutes, like this one is 6 minutes. That's too long. Normally my video is only like 3 minutes, but most of this video is 6 minutes long. Wow, this one 11 minutes. Maybe that's the reason it went out of memory to play the video. But the video had to be MP4. So you create those is mainly for CoinOps, and the one that you need to make it work would be SegaCD. Oh, I don't have a new one called content, so I have to move that one out to my hard drive. So I'm gonna let this run, and then I need to make a copy of that content because that SegaCD need to copy out. So this file is gonna be pretty big when I zip it up. So when you get it, it's probably gonna be, instead of only 2 zip file or 3 zip file, because I only could upload to Telegram only 2 gig per. They only allow 2 gig inside the Telegram. So I'm already on Genesis. I'm almost finished.